I know that you actually came back for this team, the same team here for the second time in a row. So really, what brought you back and what was the decision for you to really have this return?
Yeah, no, I really just had a great experience. I really enjoyed Shanghai, the city. It was wonderful, but also just my team was so welcoming. My coach was awesome, and the girls were great, and I had an overall great experience. And
Hmm.
so I knew coming back a second time that it was going to be, if not the same, maybe better because I already knew what to expect.
Right, but obviously the situation is different. Last time we didn't have this pandemic situation going on, but right now you're in a bubble in German specifically for this kind of conference, like if you will, league system, and also you really cannot go out. You cannot really have a lot of fans to have interaction and so forth. So how do you take it? How do you really adjust yourself to in this kind of situation?
First of all, I just like very thankful that they allowed this to happen. I know it was a little bit complicated, so really, really thankful for that. Obviously, it definitely is an adjustment. Obviously, we're used to playing in front of people,
Hmm.
but I think it's also been a good challenge. Like, how can I get out of maybe if I'm going, mentally like in a bad space or things like that, how can
Hmm.
I get myself out of it? Or how can I use my teammates to kind of help me?
Right.
Or, how can I help my teammates if maybe they're not doing so well? So I've kind of looked at it more of a challenge and a good challenge
Hmm.
versus like being mad at the fact that they can't be here doing things. But I know that our games are being streamed, and so it's allowed fans to be with us even though they can't physically be with us.
Hmm. As the captain of the United States women's volleyball team, and also as I mentioned, that you played elsewhere before, and now in this Chinese league, um, in your mind, what might be the pros, what might be the cons? Be honest with me about this ongoing league, if you will.
I I don't know if you can really like it's tough because you can't really like compare apples to apples. You know what I'm saying? The reason I've just been playing for so long is that I really love the game. And so for me, it doesn't matter where I am or the league that I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play. And so for me being able to have the ability to play and play at a high level, China is a very high level. I feel very comfortable here. I feel like I'm getting better. And so I chose to look at it more of, how can I get the best out of the situation for myself and the
Right.
ability to grow, regardless of the scenario or things like that.
Well, obviously, the championship title has been eluding Shanghai for a while, and Tianjin seems to be an insurmountable, if you will, hurdle right there. And what is the realistic objective for the team for this season?
We did everything that we could
Mhm.
to win every single point. And so if that means being in the spot that we're supposed to be defensively, serving the right person, doing those kind of things, to
Mhm.
me, that is maxing out our potential.
Mhm.
If we do all those things and still end up coming short, like it happens, unfortunately
Of
that's
course, yeah.
competition, but ultimately, like, right, we want to win,
Mhm.
right? That's the ideal situation. But I think we we need to do the best that we can and this
Mhm.
and also and try to maximize our talents where we can as well.
As a world-class outside hitter, of course, you perhaps are giving yourself some pressure, and also you've raised the bar of your expectation as well. Are you under a lot of pressure right now from outside or from yourself, particularly?
I think like any elite athlete, like you said, like I think we put a little pressure on ourselves. If we didn't, we wouldn't be in the situation we are, right? Like I wouldn't have played in the countries that I have, or other players haven't, played at, at the highest of highs. We wouldn't be the athlete that we are if we didn't put a little pressure on
You
ourselves. So
bet. Hmm.
for sure, I put a lot on me and take a lot of responsibility and know that like I think being the eldest on the team, I take honor in that, and knowing that I got to help everybody, and know that I've seen the game longer. I know kind of where to move and how to do things, so I got to be better in that area. But honestly, I feel just really a lot of support from my teammates and from my coaching staff and everything. And ultimately, I think everybody wants us to all do the best that we can, and
Hmm.
including myself.
Hmm. We're talking about next year, of course, the Olympics is looming again. And so, what do you think of the chance of going to the Olympics, especially for yourself? And given that you're still in your prime and doing the best you can. So, tell us about your anticipation.
It's obviously a dream of mine to, hopefully make the Olympic Games. However, we do have a lot of great young talent coming in, and
Hmm.
you know, it's not my decision who goes and who stays. You know, that's in the hands of our coach, and ultimately he will make that decision. And so I just have to try and do the best that I can leading up to Olympic Games and prove, you know, my talents and hope that I can make the team. So that's all I can tell you, because I don't know.
I know you've been very, very modest in this sense, but tell us a bit about your prediction as far as the chances there in terms of the title favorites. I know China is a defending champion, still a very strong team. The USA is also looking very good, and Italy, not to mention that country, is also very dominant right now. So your take on that?
Yeah, very strong teams at the international level. Great competition. You know, again, I think my goals for Shanghai and for the national team really don't differ, in a sense that I just want our team to maximize their potential. And that means just giving everything we have, and that we can look back at the end of this journey, this whatever 2020 was and whatever 2020 will be, you know, and just hope that we gave everything that we could, and that's it.